Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Runaway children. Children who have had enough of their parents. They go into their room, they pack their bag, and they head for the front door, and then they just run away, and they're never to be seen again. How many children go missing in this society? How many children are uncomfortable even with their own family members? How many children are in war with their mother, with their father? And I get a lot of emails from young children who are aware of the shift which is taking place, and a lot of them tell me that they're at this kind of crossroads where they're in mainstream education. What should they do? Also, a lot of them can see through the lies and the deception which so many of us on planet Earth has been under for so long, and it's amazing to see. I mean, it makes me feel, it's just an amazing feeling just to see that children are so awake and so aware. I feel that the children being born even now, some people talk of crystals, indigos, diamond children, but I feel that a lot of these children, whatever you want to call them, they are ready. That's the only thing I can describe them as. They are ready. They are ready for elevation right here on planet Earth. They came here to, in my mind, to rebuild the human spirit back up. And a lot of these runaway children, we have to ask ourselves, why are they running away in the first place? And I remember even on my journey when I was growing up, and I feel many people when they're growing up, they don't really have a lot of people to talk to. Who is going to listen to them? Because many parents are in one world and then their children are in other worlds. So there's this clash of there's a clash of personalities. There's a clash of just energies in general. And a lot of children, when they don't have anyone they can communicate with, especially when parents can't bestow on their children the truth or any kind of wisdom, then a lot of children say, okay, why do I need this person in my life? And a lot of children, they just run away and they're never to be seen again. Or maybe they run away, they go and live with a friend, and maybe even they turn to drugs and they turn to alcohol. But for me, I always tell, especially children who are going into this metamorphosis, this transformation, don't suffer in silence. And communication is the key. Because yes, the moment that many children right now on the planet are evolving so quick, just not only due to the influx of information on the planet, but just due to their own DNA. Many children are, in essence, not what we were. This is the new breed. This is the superhuman children right now. And a lot of them are really not falling for the same BS. They're not falling for the same tricks, the same scams. And this may be because they've learned from our mistakes. They also see us. When the children see their parents, they see their parents stuck in this dead-end job. They see their parents' faces and they're like, I don't want to end up like that. A lot of children are even seeing elderly people walking through the streets. They see their faces, they see the lines on their head, and they say, okay, this person has had a hard life. Why am I going to put myself through that? And a lot of children are here to teach humanity. A lot of children are teaching their parents. A lot of parents feel, okay, I possess my child. My child is mine. But no, your child and your children, they come through you, but they don't belong to you. So in essence, what I always say to a lot of children is that just always think twice before you act. A lot of times we act on impulse. We say, okay, I don't like my parents, so let me just run away. But at the same time, it's a cold world out there. I mean, sometimes you could be feeling that you're leaving one battlefield, but at the same time, you're only going to enter another one. Because generally what happens is a lot of parents, they do love their children, but at the same time, many of them, they don't have time for them. So for me, I always say that communication is key. When you can actually, if you're seeing things, talk to your parents about it. Don't just say, okay, they're not going to understand me. And at the same time, parents as well can also see their children as adults. Don't say, okay, this is just a young child. These are the two most neglected people in society, young children and elderly people. But at the same time, children can teach us a lot because they're coming straight from the source. And children these days, they understand the programming which has taken place on planet Earth. They can see through the television that is used to tell lies to your vision. They can see through even school classes. They can realize that this is just regurgitated information being passed down. In essence, it's not nourishing the souls of the children. It's not nourishing them because they have exceeded that. So a lot of parents, in my mind, they have to see these children as superhuman. They have to see these children as geniuses. Because if you just look at a child as, okay, they don't know nothing, then they'll look at you like you don't know anything, and they'll just run away and leave you. And at the same time, what children, a lot of runaway children, what they have to understand as well is that there's no need to suffer in silence and to be that rebel with a cause. To say, okay, I'm going to run away, I'm going to be a martyr. Because at the end of the day, we need people in life. And that's what I realized on my journey. I mean, I had to have a good relationship with my mom. But at the same time, back then, there was a lot of influence from outside. There was a lot of distraction. A lot of friends saying, come here, go there. And when you're young and you're just out in the big city, you don't even know who's real anymore. And that's the thing. A lot of children have to get back, and a lot of people in general, because I don't feel there's a difference between children and old people, because souls have they're beyond time. They are beyond linear 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we transcend all of that. There is only development. There is no age. So these souls who we think are children, they're not. They're old souls, many of them. And if we don't give them the right environment, like a plant, it needs the right environment. You need water, you need sunlight. If they don't have that, then they're going to wither, they're going to die. Their souls are going to turn cold and icy. But if they're given the right environment, then really they become limitless. And that's what many people are afraid of. They don't want to tell the children the truth. There was a great song, Where Do the Children Play? And that song is an amazing song, but it's like, where do the children play? I mean, here, even in a busy city, you know, there's not many things where social things, how can we communicate? The agenda just seems to overstimulate the children, give them entertainment. So with all of this which is happening, it's no wonder so many children are running away, because they're being programmed by the music they're listening to, by the television, all of this thing. So people are very confused. But now in my mind, it's about especially parents and children developing communication. But at the same time, you can't force it, because there is neither good or bad in the universe. There's only consequences. So people have to go with whatever they feel is in their heart, whatever their heart is telling them to do. But a lot of children, runaway children, they know a lot. And that's what I do know, because I meet them every day. You know, they know a lot. And we mustn't forget them, because they are our children. We are all children, actually. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.